In today's video, we'll be doing a neighborhood tour of one of the nicest neighborhoods here in Santa Rosa, Coffey Park. Let's go. Now, before we jump into the pros and cons of living in Coffey Park, I want to talk a little bit more about Coffey Park itself. So after the 2017 fires, unfortunately, all of Coffey Park got burned down along with the surrounding areas, but they redesigned it so beautifully. They have a bunch of cool seating areas, lots of places for a picnic to go have lunch with some family or friends. They also included these nice little workout stations around the entire park. Nice little touch there. They also increased the size of the play structure and the playground, so great area for the kids to play. They also added in this nice little cornhole station as well as ping pong, so nice little touch there as well. But overall, just a great design of the new Coffey Park. They also threw in a dog park there, so I really like what they did here with the entire new Coffey Park design. Now let's jump into some of the pros and cons of living in Coffey Park. So the number one pro of living in Coffey Park is gotta be the sense of community. So after the 2017 fires, pretty much everyone lost their house. It was absolutely devastating, but the way they came together, rebuilt, and now they just have this amazing sense of community throughout the neighborhood. And I also found this really great sign in Coffey Park. It reads, "From the ashes of the October 2017 fire, this piece was created. It is a symbol of loss as well as a symbol of new beginnings." So I really love this piece. It's right on the corner of Coffey Park, but I also have some family friends that live in the neighborhood and they tell me the exact same thing. After the fires happened, the community really did come together. You know, a big loss. It was awful for everyone, but the way that they came together after it happened was just beautiful, and it really created that sense of community within Coffey Park. Then as we move into pro number two, we're gonna take a little drive around the neighborhood together so you can get a better feel of what the neighborhood looks and feels like. But pro number two is gotta be location. So Coffey Park is in the northwest quadrant of Santa Rosa, but you're really close to a bunch of shops, stores, restaurants. You got a bunch of breweries just right down the street. You also have Epicenter, which is a really cool facility. It's got a bunch of fun things to do on the weekends. They got a bowling alley, laser tag, soccer fields. They got a bar, really cool area, and that's just down the street. You also are really close to Highway 101, so super easy access commuting wise to jump on the highway. So really great location. So number two pro for Coffey Park has got to be location. Which leads me into pro number three, which is safety. Now when you drive or walk around Coffey Park, it just feels really safe. There's a lot of people walking around, people walking their dogs, kids hanging in the street, playing catch. It just is a really safe neighborhood. You also have Coffey Park, which a lot of kids were playing when I went to go film this video. There's just a lot of people out and about. It's very lively and just has a really safe feel to it. And for pro number four of living in Coffey Park, it is just a very aesthetically pleasing looking neighborhood. I mean, with the 2017 fires that happened, pretty much every single house got burnt down. It was absolutely devastating, but the way they rebuilt, it is just an absolutely beautiful neighborhood now. You know, when you walk through, you drive through, you look around, it's just a very aesthetically pleasing neighborhood. All the front landscaping is really well done, a lot of pride of ownership in this neighborhood. They also have some really nice subsections of Coffey Park. For example, right here, this is Cary Ranch. So this is a little bit more west of Coffey Park, down San Miguel, but really nice area here. It's a nice little subsection. As you can see, they did a little bit more of the modern contemporary design on these homes, which I really like. Came out really beautifully. Some of these homes have some ADUs as well, but just some really nice, aesthetically pleasing homes all throughout the Coffey Park area. So pro number four is just a beautiful neighborhood. And now let's move into a couple of the cons that come with living in Coffey Park. This is kind of hard to think of. Coffey Park is really a great neighborhood, but there are a few cons that I came up with. Con number one is the lot sizes. So unfortunately in this neighborhood, the lot sizes are not all that big. If you're looking for a little bit more space and acreage, Coffey Park's probably not the best neighborhood for you. A lot of these backyards are a little on the smaller side. They are low maintenance, which is good, but definitely a little bit tighter backyards compared to some other areas of Santa Rosa. And for con number 2, we have fire danger. So the fire already happened in 2017. We'd like to think that this would never happen again, but it is something we have to keep in the back of our minds that, history could repeat itself. But even though Coffey Park is pretty far away from the hills, so it should be a little less of a danger than some of the other areas of Santa Rosa, but it is just something to think about. So con number 2 is fire danger. And there you have it. That wraps up today's property tour of Coffey Park. Now you have a better idea of what the neighborhood looks and feels like. And if you got something out of this, make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe. It really helps me out moving forward. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch you around at the next video.